Hello, my name is Jerry. I'm one of the developers of Iron Defender. Iron Defender is a new kind of shooter that requires a Tobii Eyetracker to play, and I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of the game, so let's have a look. Before you start a mission, you have the option to select what kind of weapons and drones you will be using. And there's a lot of different combinations between weapons and drones to find the playing style that suits you. Some bosses are designed with specific combinations in mind. That doesn't mean that they're unbeatable if you choose the wrong combination. It means that it could be a little more difficulty, or you have to take a different approach depending on what combination of weapon and drone you have. So this is the first level, and the first level has very few enemies and obstacles, and it's mostly aimed at letting the player get the feel of the controls. So you control the ship with the keyboard and the drone with the mouse, and then you have a natural targeting system by actually shooting to where you're looking on the screen. We have purposely not put in a crosshair in the game, because if you have one, it kind of feels like you're controlling the crosshair with your eyes instead of you're actually aiming. So without one, you kind of become part of the input instead. You're like symbiotic with the game. It's hard to explain how it feels, but you really need to try it for yourself to understand. As you can see, your ship and drone are conjoined by an electrical tether. And this tether is used to collect drops, and it's also used to collect enemy bullets with. And they're all converted into a resource we call warp. All the levels in the game are procedurally generated, and they will continue endlessly until you've actually filled this warp bar. And once this warp bar is filled, you will be boosted to the end destination of the level, where you will face off with a final encounter. And the tether is also important for your strategy, because it makes positioning really vital in the game. So if you kind of increase the width between your ship and drone, you create a bigger span to catch these bullets, but you also increase your own vulnerability, because when you collide with things with the tether other than the drops and enemy bullets, you take massive damage instead. The backstory of Iron Defender is from Dream Hackathon 2014. We were given an opportunity to borrow an eye tracker on that event, and we immediately knew that we wanted to do something that was completely linked with this new technology. And one thing that really stands out with Iron Defender is that we designed it from the very start to work in complete symbiosis with the eye tracker. A lot of other games successfully integrate the eye tracker on top of their already existing gaming experience, but Iron Defender integrates the eye tracker as the core experience. And during development playtesting, one thing that our testers said like over and over again was how powerful it made them feel. I think one of the most common feedbacks were something along the lines that they felt like gods shooting lasers from their eyes. And we're really happy that we could steer the design of Iron Defender in that direction, and kind of bring something new to the market. Also, the shooter genre worked so well for us. We think it was really fun to be able to inject some new life in such a classic type of game. So anyway, all in all, Iron Defender is a really challenging game. It requires some practice and exploring in order to figure out what works. You'll challenge your peripheral vision and multitasking skill, but once you get the feel for the controls, they're quite intuitive. It's really a different experience from any other game you've played. I hope you enjoy this short tease, and we hope you'll enjoy the game as well. Thanks for watching.